beautifuls! Welcome back to another episode of Tried and Tested. Okay, this week we're going to try out a few beauty fix-it tips and tricks that I found. Okay, we're going to start with making our own tinted lip balm. Now you can do this with lipstick that you've bought and then you suddenly realize that it's too dry or it broke or you love the colour so much that you want to make a tinted lip balm version of it. So here's what you need. You will need a lipstick, you will also need a metal spoon, a container, a spatula, as well as some Vaseline. So first you're going to cut some lipstick off onto a spoon and get some Vaseline. Equal amount of Vaseline and lipstick. And you will also need a source of heat. You want to move it around the spoon. It's like, you know when you're cooking, you want to like cook it evenly. Okay, so once this is all mixed, you're going to have to pour it into the container. The colour actually hasn't changed that much. So the point of this is really to create a balm version of the lipstick. So it's like the same colour, except that it's like smoother, a little bit lighter. If you want, right, you can also mix different colours and like create your own shade. You can also put more Vaseline and less lipstick, and this gives you a lighter version of the balm, so it's more like a tint. So we're going to have to put this in the fridge and let it set for about 30 minutes. We're going to leave it there and move on to the other stuff. Okay, so this beauty fix-it tip is an easy way to clean off nail smudges. So what we have here is to use a flat tip brush. Now you can use any flat tip brush. You can go to Artfriend and get one. You can go to any art store to get it. We are using an eyeliner brush. So you will need a little container to put the nail polish remover. So as you can see, I have a lot of smudges around my nails right now. So I'm going to take this brush, dip in the nail polish remover, and then you take the brush and you go around like that. Okay, then you dry it off, dip it again. Okay, you want to apply some pressure on it so that it brushes it off at the same time. So far I'm really liking this tip because when I use cotton buds, right, you know they have the furry bits and sometimes it catches onto your nail polish that isn't dry yet, and then you have this whole like fuzzy thing sticking out, which is very annoying to get rid of. Then you repaint the whole nail. So I like this because it's very neat and it's very precise. And what's also good about this is the fact that it's reusable, so you don't waste a lot of cotton buds and it's, I guess, better for the environment. I love this tip! This is great! Okay, so I'm gonna rate this tip a 10 out of 10. Whoever created this tip is a genius. It's so clever! Okay, so this next section is on eye makeup smudges. You know how sometimes when you're doing your eye makeup and then you draw your eyeliner and then it goes off somewhere or like it's not quite even and you need to clean it off? This is a great solution. This is called the Eyebrow Fix from Sassatini. So it's actually meant for eyebrows, but you can use it on eyeliner as well. See here, it's like a crayon, so it's quite sharp on the top. Some people may use Q-tips and dip it into eye makeup remover and then clean it off, but sometimes what happens is it pulls it up, like fades off at the top, so it's even more messy. So this is meant to be a more accurate solution of fix. Let's see if it works. Okay, so what I have here is the K Palette 24-Hour Tattoo. I also have the Maybelline Eyebrow Pencil, and we also have the Revlon Color Stay. Okay, so now we're gonna test this out. So I'm gonna take this, go over it, and then use a Q-tip. Ah, it's quite clean. Okay, so now I'm gonna see if I can make this straight. So what I realized about this is that even though I'm taking the Q-tip and like rubbing it like this, right, it goes straight onto the Q-tip. Like the black bits don't just like move around and get even smudgier, which is great. I think that the Sassatini Eyebrow Fix has performed really, really well, but I would only give this maybe an 8 out of 10, maybe a 7.5. It's very good because it's neat, it's great because it's wax-based and it doesn't move the smudge around, but the problem is that it requires a lot of rubbing. So if you're using this on something like your eye area, which is quite delicate, you wouldn't want to use that much force. But I understand because this is meant to be an eyebrow fix, so I'm sure that will be very good for eyebrow fixers. Okay, so this next tip is how to fix cracked compact foundation. So let's just say you spend a lot of money. You went out and bought this like Chanel foundation, and then you drop it, and the whole thing like shattered into a million pieces. What do? Don't worry, it can be salvaged. You will need a spatula, some rubbing alcohol, 70%, something that is about the same size as your powder and flat. Okay, so let's just say it cracks. My goodness, this thing doesn't crack! Okay, it's worth the money. Okay, first you will... Okay, normally people use cling wrap for this, but I don't have cling wrap, so I'm going to use this Ziploc bag. First you put it in here. This is to make sure that powder doesn't go all over the place. and then you will crack it up even more. Doesn't make sense, right? But it's true. See, when you first crack it, it becomes chunks, right? So what you're trying to do is to make this compact powder into powder again, and you're going to recompact it. Once it looks like it's all in powder form, so you can push it back into this area here, and then you are going to put drops of alcohol on this, 10 to 12 drops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so basically you're recompacting everything, flattening it in. Okay, now I'm going to tap off the extra powder. Okay, so use your Q-tip and clean up the outside. Okay, so depending on how good you are with your hands, like this spatula thing may not be as neat for you. So you want to use something like this that's flat, and you will put something that won't stick onto the powder and just press it down. So now we are done. And if I touch this, it's still a little bit damp, so you're going to have to leave it out to dry for a few hours because alcohol will evaporate and so it won't really affect the powder. So there you have it, how to fix broken powders. Same logic for broken eyeshadows. I rate this tip a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's great. Like, it's a little bit messy, but it saves you so much money because I don't know about you guys, but I'm really rough with my stuff. So I drop a lot of things and they always crack and then they're not usable anymore. So this helps you to save a lot of money. Okay, we've come to the end of a very informative episode. For me, I don't know about you, but I learned so many things. But before we go, we are going to test out, remember the lip balm that we made just now? Wow, oh, that looks pretty good. It's quite hard, but it feels definitely a lot more balmy than the lipstick. So it's got the same like colour tint as the lipstick, obviously, but it feels so soft. Oh, I'm so happy with this. It's got the tint of the lipstick colour, it's so much more moisturising. I love this! I absolutely love this. I would give this a 9.6 out of 10. I'll give it a 9.6 because I feel like I will go and do this to like a lot of my lipsticks now, because you don't always finish the lipsticks, right? Because you need an occasion for lipsticks. So this is great! Okay, we've come to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you learned something. If you want to leave a comment, you can do it in the comment box down below. You can also go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/clicknetworktt. In the meantime, till the next episode, take care and be beautiful!